Islam, that they make them. Welcome to NWAR Astrology. Today is Sunday, January the 17th of 2021. The moon is conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and it is semi-squaring the north and south nodes. So the moon in Pisces is it's a really nice energy, in my opinion. Actually, today can be a really good day to kind of reflect, but also be an open channel. And what I mean by that is take some time and meditate. Take some time away from the portals of the world, the phone, the internet, television screen, and look within the portal in your mind. Today, the moon in Pisces, the moon is dealing with our emotions and our feelings, and it's a very intuitive energy. Pisces is dealing with the spiritual realm, and it's conjunct Neptune, which deals with telescopic vision. And this can be vision on the one hand, and it can also be delusion, right, on the other hand. So this energy, it is a very dreamy energy. It's a very kind of metaphysical energy. I actually had a really nice moment when I woke up this morning. Kind of just a little almost extrasensory kind of visually, as I'm looking out at the light refracting off of a tree branch outside. But it was just a kind of like being able to pierce the veil visually and see the light spectrum a little bit more. Like that's the energy that this day and the end of this weekend has. And it's good to kind of go within on that and just like really tap into our intuition right now, because this week coming up is going to be definitely a chaotic week in terms of information and just everything that's going on in the outside world. So it's really good to take this time to rebalance and kind of center ourselves and just really look within in our own, intuition and see what it is that's driving us and what's leading us. Because it's semi-squaring the nodes. So it's the north node is in Gemini, and that's dealing with the facts, and it's dealing with research, and it's dealing with experimentation as well. That's dealing with being able to see it from both sides. And the south node is in Sagittarius, dealing with belief. It is also dealing with study, but it's dealing with journey, it's dealing with belief, and it's dealing with brash energy as well. So we're trying to find our way in between these two aspects. The moon conjunct Neptune in Pisces square the nodes also speaks to memories or perhaps past situations coming into play now and taking shape in our realities that can either help or influence or inform a current situation that we might find ourselves in. Perhaps a skill that you had doing something when you were a lot younger that you haven't thought about, or a hobby that you did comes into play in a project that you're working on now. It's that kind of energy. This week on the 20th coming up, Mars is going to be in exact conjunction with Uranus in Taurus at 6 degrees of Taurus. That's going to be a very heavy energy. That's a very shocking energy. A lot of astrologers are predicting this to be probably the most shocking day of the year. And of course, without a doubt, it's lining up with the revelation or the inauguration or whatever it's going to be about the presidency in the United States of America. Now, the sun today on the 17th, it is at 27 degrees of Capricorn. And the sun in Capricorn, it's just come off of a conjunction with Pluto. And so this is a very transformative energy, but it's dealing with taking a lot of pride in work, right? This energy of the sun is at a semi-square to Neptune and the moon in Pisces. And so this can take on the energy of, being on a moral high ground or standing strong on a a belief that is not possibly based on stable foundation. And as Mars and Uranus come into conjunction, we're seeing a lot of shaky ground coming up throughout the world. Jupiter is squaring Uranus at 6 degrees of Taurus as well. Jupiter is in 6 degrees of Aquarius, and Uranus is at 6 degrees of Taurus. And I just wanted to read the Sabian symbols for both of those. So we'll go first with 6 degrees of Taurus. Sabian symbol for 6 degrees of Taurus: a bridge being built across a high, narrow gorge. The symbol speaks of the ability or the necessity of being a bridge for yourself or others in order to link people, things, places, or understanding. People who act like bridges provide a great service for others as they make it possible to overcome limitations and to move forward. To build a bridge takes time, tools, energy, help, and perseverance. Once it is completed, the dangers that it spans are no longer of any real concern, or at least the people can rely on getting across to the other side, as there is a space that's been made for crossing over. One of your jobs may be to break down barriers between people, overcoming distance and separation, endeavoring to build continuity, solving problems, bridging emotional chasms, spanning gaps, going straight ahead and not looking down. Taking the long way around, this is the caution. Taking the long way around to avoid asking for help, using shortcuts to cut across the real issue, avoiding facing up to facts, only seeing risks and not solutions. And here's the Sabian symbol for 6 degrees of Aquarius. A masked figure performs ritualistic acts in a mystery play. This symbol shows being theatrical, conveying a story, putting on a show, getting messages across to others. Mystery plays portrayed archetypal stories from the Bible, often performed in Latin. Performers traveled through the countryside, entertaining and teaching with drama as well as humor. Sometimes the mystery play can show things that are not quite as they seem. Mysteries can play a big part here. Is someone wearing a mask? You may find that you are not shown the true face of people or situations. Look to see who the performers are. Are you part of the play or in the audience? Perhaps you need to be cautious in what you reveal. Rituals, shamanism, archetypes of personality, masks that veil, mystery, drama, banditry, smoke screens, doing the technical but not the emotional, comedy, acting. This is the caution. Deceptive or neurotic performances, unwilling to admit changing times, not knowing who the players are or what the plot is, cautious revealing, tricks and ploys. I think if we look at the energy of what is happening on the public stage, dealing with the politics and the theatrics going on, this energy can point out a lot. Now, it's important to know that the sun, which is our personal soul and our will, is squaring, it's squaring this energy of building a bridge to cross a high chasm. And so our own beliefs and our own actions will play a very big part in the times coming to what sort of bridge we can build. It's important to remember that going into this week, and it's very important, dealing with the moon and our emotions, Neptune, our vision, to look towards that north node in the investigative energy of Gemini. So it's going to be a good one. Take time today to really look within, balance self, and be prepared for this week. It's going to definitely be a very interesting, shocking, and very quickly developing next 2 weeks. All right. Pax et amor, infinite lusum. I'm John NWAR. Peace.